Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel, Hazel Design. I am here today with a quickie teaser video for my upcoming live sale. It's hosted on my channel, Hazel Design. It's happening this Thursday, the first Thursday of every month. So the next one is August 7th at 5 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, I've assembled a few of the items that I am bringing. Of course, I always have Sandy, aka Woolamina, join me, and her stuff is always a surprise, even to me. So I guess we'll see what she brings as well. Anyway, I'm going to show you these items sort of one by one, but in a very cursory way. If I can put in a plug for my own sale, I think it would be, well, there'd be a few points and a few reasons to tune in. Number one, I'm located in Canada, shipping from Canada. So I have, through, blood, sweat, and tears, pre-screened any of my items to remove anything that is made in China or Hong Kong or any of those other countries that could trigger a tariff. I also, I think, have access to some items that you may not see elsewhere. Maybe case in point are these bundles of pages out of the Eden's catalog. And perhaps biggest of all is the idea, my belief, my practice, that if I get things at a good price, I pass the savings along to you. I don't believe in gouging. I don't believe in depriving people of access to the things they need and want, just in the name of, supposedly enriching myself. I'm especially proud of the things that are coming to this sale because, of course, I was very lucky to acquire a number of items at an auction sale about a month or so ago. Now, if you watch my channel regularly, you will have seen, you will have seen me show some of these items and hint at some of these items in recent thrift haul videos. So because I'm also billing in Canadian dollars, for those of you who are in the US and are paying with US dollars, there's an automatic savings right there. To buy at my sale, you don't need to rob a bank. You don't need to take in your empties for deposit returns. You don't need to become a charwoman or take in ironing. You just need to perhaps break into a piggy bank, especially if you want a journal. I remember in the early days of my journey here that I would have killed for a beautiful, affordable being the operative word, journal. So I haven't lost touch with that feeling. And I have a number of journals that will be sold intact. And, depending if there is interest, great. I do have others that I've held back for myself at this point. But you know how that goes. I can only do so much in one lifetime. Okay, so let's get to it. So I've put together, okay, so Eaton's was a family-owned department store in Canada. And they are no longer in business. Now, I kind of remember the Sears catalogs more than the Eaton's catalogs, but you can see that Eaton's had these large format pages. Not even sure. I'll go into more detail, obviously, during the sale. So I put together a number of pages. Like if you don't have access or can't afford or choose not to buy a whole Eaton's catalog, which incidentally I will be having for sale at a future sale, maybe one of these bundles would do the trick for you. How about sweater sets from what year is this? 1959, 1960. So sweater sets are nothing new, kids. Okay, so there will be a number of those. Oh, I should also say that I am still going through stuff. So for instance, okay, let me just use this as an example. I ended up buying quite a few music books. Now they range in size and age from something like this with Patty Page. A 1951 someone's written, you know, just the folio style. Look at this, The Wizard of Oz. How about A Man in a Tuxedo? That's not too shabby. Anyway, a number of leaflets to a number of book-sized music books. So naturally there will be a price difference. But again, I've gone through them to make sure they were either printed in Canada or printed in the US. So there will be some of those. I'm still going through music books, so the selection will change. I bought at an antique mall a set of a box of 1957 flashcards. So there will be packets of 5 for sale. I will also be selling a couple of different series of these, what are they called? Useful Birds of America. I don't know that I don't think I've ever been able to determine the year of publication. This one is 15 bird cards, and you can see they're bigger than tea cards. And they come in this glassine bag. So there will be a few of those for sale. Excuse me, don't know about this throat. I was reorganizing my rubber stamps. And of course, with most of them, it's pretty hard to prove where they were made. So I have a few. I also have this set. So there will be some rubber stamps appearing as well. One of my purchases was a lot of these long playing music tapes. Now, luckily, the ones I'm selling were made in Germany. So, of course, in a moment of insanity, I thought, oh, okay, I'll just, maybe cut out 5-yard lengths or something. Well, crazy. So these will be, and they have these unique boxes that I'm sure could be repurposed to hold a small journal. That's probably, a good 5/8 thick. So this says 1,200 feet. So I'm just passing my little issue along to you. Now it's got these Asian, I have no idea what is on here. And there's no year that I could find. But, West Germany. That's been a while. That's been more than a minute. So there will be a number of these for sale. And I'll do some more research before the sale, but IOOF is the International Order of Oddfellows. So I have put together some ephemera packs that include typed and written letters, receipts. I'm throwing in a book, in fact, with each. So, of course, these are awesome in themselves. This one happens to be 1922. So there will be these ephemera packs for sale. Now, in one of the videos, haul videos, now this is just a partial, as is this. These are those embossed things that would have been used, I believe, in the 50s for laying out ads. And a lot of them have a Christmas theme to them. Some are more generic. So for instance, this one has an iron and luggage and bookends. So I guess they were, last minute Christmas gifts. But of course, they don't have to be used that way. So my intention and my homework is to put together packages of these. I haven't even brought all of them into the house yet, but to put together packages of these that would be, excuse me, that would be a mix of Christmas and generic. Now, my guess, I haven't done any research, but I guess I should before the sale, is that this is kind of, I don't want to say paper mache, but that's the closest thing I can come to it. So they're not really thick at all. You know, that's just, I don't know, what is that, a millimeter perhaps? Anyway, so prepare to see some of those as well. And I have 3, 6, 7 ledgers. Now these are, okay, this particular one is it covers a period from 1909 to 1938. I thought I put the size on these. These are all 14 high by, maybe the bottom one has a dimension. 14 by 8.5. And they're in various stages of use. They are, oh, there's one guy that's a little shorter. Many of them have the leather spine, but again, I'll be getting into the nitty-gritty of what each of them is about. Let's just say that if you've been coveting a ledger of your very own at a price that will not break the bank, I think you need to run, don't walk, to the sale. And depending on how time goes, I may part with a couple of these Childcraft encyclopedia things. We know that they are, well, number one, they have great covers. It's in mint condition. And what is the year? 1981. And these were printed in the US. So anyway, we'll see how the time goes. So again, I also may be putting together packages of tea cards because I scored a number of those as well. So I'm going to stop there. I do encourage you to stop at the sale, to engage with us in the chat, and to see if you can't add some affordable, authentic ephemera and quality items to your own stash. Anyway, guys, we shall see you first on August 6th in the latest Heart to Heart. I've moved that to Wednesday starting in August, and my guest on August 6th is Darcy from Darcy's Mixed Media. And then the very next day, August 7th, the Thursday, for this live sale. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for your presence here today. Bye-bye.